Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm one of the 3 founding members of Metroun. Here at Metroun, we're constantly evolving and trying to provide you with the most up-to-date information in the world of quantity surveying and construction. For the last year, the majority of our videos, well, all of our videos, have been simple explanation videos on quantity surveying terms or differences between different roles. And what we'd like to do is provide you with more content, more resources to get you ahead of the game. So from today, we're going to bring you the most influential and leading professionals within our industry. Today, we'll start with a good friend of ours, Nothando Moloi.
Hey Nothando, and thank you very much for joining us on our first Metroun Talks. I'm very glad that you're our first guest. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've done a little research and you are the most subscribed quantity surveyor on YouTube. How do you feel about that?
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that actually. I am honored. That's really cool. I don't know. I did not know at all. So that's pretty cool.
Great. Well, I just wanted to know, first of all, a little bit about your quantity surveying journey. What got you into this profession?
So when I was applying at university, I saw something called construction studies. And I was like, okay, this seems like something that I would like to do because I've always known that I wanted to be in the engineering and the built environment faculty. So I selected that, and first and second year, I thought I was going to be studying construction materials and, I don't know, ways to make innovative new cement that is not going to pollute the earth, things like that. But then I figured out that's not really what cursing is about. And it is that, and at the same time, it's not. So that's how I ended up in cursing. It kind of fell upon me, but it's the industry that I've always wanted to be in.
That's great. So did you do a degree in quantity surveying as well?
So I did a degree in construction studies, and then yes, an honors degree in quantity surveying eventually. I had 2 options, construction management or quantity surveying, so I chose quantity surveying.
That's great. And are you enjoying being a quantity surveyor, or, it has its ups and downs?
It does.
What do you think about the profession?
I think it's a very broad profession. So I currently feel like I'm not exactly where I'd like to be, but there's so many avenues to explore. So I'm looking forward to trying a bit of everything until I find exactly what will perfectly suit me. So far I'm enjoying the journey of finding what will perfectly suit me.
That's great. And what would you like to do? That makes total sense.
I'd like to be in the contract side of quantity surveying. I'd like to be in the law side, because when we were in varsity, I really enjoyed construction law and the legal side of the construction industry. So that's the end goal. But I know that it's important to get all these little other steps so that when you get there, you actually have something to work with. So yeah, I want to get into the legal side of it eventually.
In regards to your QS career so far, so you've been on the contractor side, the consultancy side. Which one did you prefer the most?
I don't know. A bit of both, but I'm not a big fan of a strict routine. So the contractor side was a bit more exciting because not every day was exactly the same. So for now, I'll say the contractor side. I still feel like I need to explore the consulting side a bit more. I just feel like I haven't really gotten into the I don't know. I still don't have enough. I can't compare the two because I was in one more than the other one.
What excites you most about quantity surveying? Is it just the opportunities that are there, or you can actually have a mark on a project, which is something that we really enjoy here at Metroun?
Yes.
What do you enjoy most about quantity surveying?
I enjoy the industry, which is how having a mark on a project. It feels really good when a project is done and you can say that you had an impact there. Also, being able to save your client some money, and also, I don't know, make other people money. That's exciting. But for me, predominantly, it's just having an impact on seeing something out of nothing. And I think everybody in the construction industry feels that way. Like when the building is complete, you're like, ooh, we did that. We changed the environment somehow. Yeah, so I enjoy that.
Are you one of those people that, I'm definitely one of these people, by the way, I'll go past a project I've completed and go,
Yep.
I built that. I built it. And
Yep.
I didn't build it. I worked on the money side of it. I definitely didn't build it, though.
But you had a very big role. Nobody sees our role, but you were there, and you know the accidents that happen or the mistakes that happen. You have an impact. You do. Yes, I'm definitely those people. I go around and be like, oh yeah, Embassy Towers, I know this one. We also did this one. I also did that one. You really feel part of the project, especially because you see it from nothing to something. Yeah.
Now, when you speak to individuals, I find it very difficult to explain. When people ask, what do you do? I find it very difficult to explain what a quantity surveyor is, because people don't really understand our profession. How do you explain what you do for a living?
Initially, I used to say I am the accountant for the construction industry. And then somebody on my YouTube videos once commented that a QS is like a journalist, because as much as you monitor the money and the cost, you monitor everything. You are, as much as it's money-based, you're monitoring what's being wasted, how the quality of it, whether or not this is being done right. So I'd explain it as you being the journalist for the construction industry, constantly there with your phone and your notepad. No, so I explain it as being a journalist for the construction industry, just making sure that money is not lost. You are the accountant of the industry. Yeah.
What frustrates you most about being a quantity surveyor?
How we are so much emphasis put on being 100% correct, when you know that realistically on site, things are never 100%. So there's so much pressure to get, let's say, the BOQs or the figures to the T. But at the end of a project, it's never really like that. I wish there was a bit more a realistic room to I don't know, wiggle and work around the possibilities of things changing. And yeah.
I can definitely echo that. People definitely expect the cost to be bang on, and you can give an approximate, an accurate estimate, but getting it to the penny would be mind-blowing, to be honest with you.
Yes, actually, it's almost impossible. But yeah, that's what irks me a little bit about QSing, the expectation for it to be 100% on point.
Going back to your YouTube channel, it's quite interesting that you've got construction, you've got travel, and you've got lifestyle. So what made you go down the construction side of it?
So when I first started my channel, I wish I didn't delete those videos, but I had videos of like how to tie a head wrap, because I really like head wraps, and I thought I was going to make it a comedy skit channel. And one day I decided to vlog. I don't even know if that's a real vlog, but I decided to document my week on site as a student QS. And one of the comments was like, yeah, I can see you're trying to be funny, but this is actually really useful. You should focus a bit more on this side. So I was like, oh, okay. And it had a lot of views. So I was like, maybe I can talk about what I do. It seems like there's a gap for it. So that's how I ended up incorporating construction as the foundation of the channel. There was a lot of traction. There was a gap on YouTube or content creation really about it. So then I ran with it. That's how it happened.
And look at that. And now you're the #1 quantity surveyor on the whole of YouTube.
It's so funny when you put it that way. It's like, it's only 2,000 subscribers, really.
nearly 3,000 now, Nothando.
Yes.
Nearly getting so close to 3,000 now.
Correct.
So if you had to give up one of those, you've got construction, you've got lifestyle, and you've got travel, which one would you give up?
I'd probably give up the lifestyle part, because that's the least. I haven't really done much lifestyle content in there. I haven't really defined it. It's so broad. And the videos that I like, the book reviews that fall under lifestyle, don't get as many views, but I do them because I enjoy them. So I'd probably give that one up. And I'd definitely keep the construction side, because that's helpful. And it feels like I'm making a difference in someone's life, really.
Do you often get quite a lot of questions about quantity surveying or construction as a whole on your YouTube channel or on Instagram as well? I imagine you get quite a few questions from people.
I do. People wanting me to help them figure out what they should do with their careers and stuff. But yeah, I do get a lot of questions, especially on Instagram. A lot of people are shy to comment under the video, so they'll say, "Oh yeah, I saw this video of yours and I wanted to ask you this and that." So I was too afraid to comment on YouTube. I don't know why, but yes, I do get a lot of questions about construction as a whole, not just quantity surveying.
How do you manage that? Because I imagine there's a few people saying, "What should I do? Should I do this or should I do this?" And really, you could be managing somebody's life. Do you think about it that way?
I do. I'm just like, this is too much pressure for me. I understand the confusion and the struggle. So luckily, I have so many videos out. I'll always send them links to my videos and sometimes your videos, Metroun's videos, because sometimes you guys touch on the topics that people ask me about. So I'd always send links to videos that I find. And yeah, that's what I do. It's a lot of pressure though, but I just help them research more and find themselves through the research. But I don't tell them exactly what to do because we're all different and you don't want to be responsible for...
You don't want to be the reason.
Imagine for someone's misery.
And just imagine going back and going,
she made me do it. She made me do it.
Unsubscribe.
Exactly. No.
Do you feel that your YouTube channel has made your employers think of you a bit differently? Or do you think they kind of ignore your channel?
I think well, I haven't worked for too many employers, but with the employers that I've had, they didn't really know about it. So it would leak out here and there. It's because they're older, it's more of like oh, we heard that you do this thing. It doesn't really impact my reputation that much. It's more of like a joke that comes up, like, oh yeah, we know that you take videos of yourself talking about this and that. Yeah, so it hasn't been, I don't know, maybe in the future when I'm maybe looking for a job and people are really doing some research, but it's never come up as oh, we found you, or we found out about you, or we found your YouTube channel while trying to figure out who you are, or whatever. So it's never, I don't think it's that big, but yeah.
Another work question, if that's okay. So amongst all the people you've worked with, I imagine you've worked with quite a few people professionally and through YouTube as well. Which person do you admire the most and why?
Ooh.
A difficult question, I know.
It's very difficult. I'd say my consulting boss. I think with my exposure to different types of managers and leaders, he has been the most impartial, like very professional, not emotional at all, makes you feel comfortable, but also reminds you that he is your boss. So, and also very helpful. Like if you have questions and if you need anything that he needs to, I don't know, help you with, he was, or is rather, very impartial, not emotional about how he does his business. And that was refreshing for me. A lot of people get emotional and that clouds their judgment for certain instructions or work in general. So I like that he was almost robotic, but also has like a human side to him. But it's a professional setup, and that's my type of setup.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for joining us on our very first Metroun Talks. Hopefully, we'll get to speak to you very, very soon.
Metroun, a commercial hub to your business. It's much more fun doing it on camera than that thing. I'm going to leave you with a little comment from Nothando. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. See you later in another video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.